McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place with AI and a clever spin. Join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
Hey, welcome to the show. Of course, I'm your host, Bill McIntosh, and we are here to help you with your journey as an entrepreneur. And in today's show, I'm going to show you two very powerful strategies and several different AI tools that you can use to make profit in your business. And of course, if you're not familiar with me, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I have been successfully building internet businesses now for over 25 years. And over that time, I've generated well over $100 million in revenue. That was through stubbornness and strength of will and going through all the hard knocks along the way. And so this show is my chance to help you so you don't have to go through all the painful lessons I did. And instead, I'll be showing you what's working right now. I have my finger on the pulse of all of the greatest, latest marketing strategies that'll help you establish a brand new business, or if you'd like to take your existing business and expand it, scale it up, get more traffic, get more money in the door. That's what this show is all about. And I want to welcome you. Do me a favor out in the audience, give me a big hello out there. And producer Nick, if you can let me know how the audience is doing out there. Is everybody showing up and smiling out there in the chat?
Yeah, they sure are.
Okay, good. Give me some emojis. It's not just the hello. Let's make it enthusiastic.
Oh, I like
Give
that.
me some smiling, laughing, whatever you want to do. Give me some emojis, rocket ships, money, whatever you want to send in the chat, and we'll kick this thing off in a very excited way. Awesome. So it looks like we're set to go. Good. And on today's show, producer Nick and I have some great content for you. We'll be doing two segments. So first up is a segment. I'm actually flying by the seat of my pants. I have not prepared any training. There are no slide decks, but I'm going to show you something really cool. So you get to watch me do it. I'm going to be doing it together with you while we are live. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use Notebook LM. And now, if you're a fan of the channel, you know I love Notebook LM. We keep talking about it here, and we'll continue to talk about it because it's awesome. And I'm going to show you how you could use Notebook LM to score page one rankings. Think about it.
Oh, wow.
How would you love to use Google against Google? The old spy versus spy, cartoons, right? Well, how about Google versus Google? So we're actually going to do that today. I'll show you why with what they have done with Notebook LM. They have now what's called Gemini 2 and the latest models and some really impressive technology that they've built into Notebook LM. There's a bunch of new things about Notebook LM that literally just dropped. Like we have some new features that came to my account today, and I'm still waiting for the big feature that we're going to talk about probably next week. But today I want to show you how to leverage all these really cool new features of Notebook LM to score page one rankings from Google itself. So again, Google versus Google. How does that sound? Who's interested in that? I didn't want to wait. We hadn't prepared a slide deck, and we hadn't had a chance to get the training all polished and together. But it's like brand new news, so I wanted to get it to you quickly. And I hope you're going to be interested in that. So who wants that? Who wants that training? You want to use the Google versus Google to score rankings on Google? Okay, good. Awesome. Well, then that's what we're going to do. We'll do that as our second segment of the day. First, we'll start with the one that I'm prepared for. We have a slide deck and everything all set to go. And then I'll get to that Notebook LM using Google versus Google to score rankings on Google. And we got to figure out how to use that in the thumbnail somehow. Nick, I don't know how, but
We can have some fun with it.
so the other segment, the first one I'll be doing today, is all about OpenAI. So some of the giants in the AI world is, of course, Google and OpenAI are amongst the largest in the field, battling it out, releasing AI tools, trying to one-up each other. And what OpenAI just released is something called Sora. And Sora is a really advanced video tool. Now, what's really cool about it, everybody's all excited because of the neat stuff you can do with video, and it's kind of fun to play with the tool and make really weird and interesting videos. But what I personally like about it is it puts making really cool video content into the hands of absolute beginners. Like on the channel, you've seen us do training. We've showed you how to use, tools like Runway or other video tools. And but there's a little bit of a learning curve to those. You kind of have to get familiar with the tools and learn them and figure them out. But Sora is so simple and it's very intuitive that I think that a complete beginner could use this tool to produce some really valuable business content. And that's content that you can use to take over to social media, to take here to YouTube, whether you're putting it over on Facebook, X, wherever you might be putting it. And you can use that to score attention and engagement and likes and comments, but more importantly, clicks and visits to your website so you can make money. And so we'll be showing you how to use Sora today to score the big bucks. And the content we're going to show you how to use is not just for organic social, which it's really good at that, but it's also for paid advertisements. And for me, that's the biggest way I'm exploiting this. We're using AI tools like Sora to create paid advertisements, and it is really making us a lot of money. So that'll be our first segment of the day. So I want to welcome you to the show. And before we get started, I always love to check who is new to the show. Anybody here who's been on one or less shows? Say me in the chat. Are you new here? If you're an old timer, how many shows have you seen? How long have you been around? So everybody answer me. Who's new here? Say I'm new, or me, or if you're an old timer, let me know that too. And we always have a little delay, by the way. So when I ask questions while we're live, it's like 7-8 seconds before it gets to you, and it's got to come back to me. And there we go. Okay, there's some newbies. Okay, awesome. I always love seeing new faces on the show. So welcome to the show. Quite a few new people. So welcome. I look forward to giving you some awesome training. And all you old timers, I see a bunch of you in here too. So hello to the old timers as well. Now, if you are new, make sure that you subscribe. Okay, so we have subscriber only chat turned on. Nick, is that right? We usually do.
Yeah.
Today, okay. So we have subscriber only chat turned on. So if you'd like to ask questions, I'm here to help you. So the whole point of this show is for me to provide help directly to you. So if you have questions, you have confusion about something, you want to give some commentary, subscriber only chat is on. So please subscribe to the channel. You'll be able to ask questions and chat with me. But on top of that, as a subscriber, we do shows like this every week. So we have a weekly show every single Wednesday. And we also release content here on the channel all week long. And they're all things about how to build, either start, build, or grow your business using, online. That's the whole topic of the channel. And by the way, I'll remind you that YouTube is infamous for you subscribe to a channel and then they still don't show you the videos. You ever notice that? I hate it when there's a channel I really want to follow and then YouTube just doesn't show me when they put new videos out. But there's a fix for that. All you got to do is tap the bell icon. So when you subscribe and you hit the subscribe button, you'll notice a little bell icon or a little drop down on the subscribe button. Tap that and tell YouTube that you want notifications from this channel. And that's the only way you can be sure that you'll be notified next time we're live or when we release new valuable content to the channel. And with that, I think, shall we just dive in and get started?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, cool. All right. Got to power up with some, what's that, Nick?
I got to take myself off so I can do your hook.
All right. Get out of here.
Be right back.
All right. Got to fill up with content juice and get my teleprompter ready. So this first segment is going to be all about OpenAI and their release of Sora and how you can use Sora to make not just videos to play around with and for fun, but how do you use it to actually put money in your pocket. That's the point of this training. Now, if you're new on the channel, when I record these segments, we're doing it to give to my content team. So there's a video editor and a whole team that does stuff with my trainings. So some of them show up in my courses or they get released in social media, and the editor will be editing this up. So you might hear me while I'm live. You might hear me doing retakes, or you might see me, making notes for my editor. And don't worry, I am indeed live. I'm still here with you. I haven't gone crazy. And then after the segment, we're going to open up to Q&A. So if you have any questions about the training that I'm about to deliver, we'll open it up to your Q&A, and I'll help you out with any questions that you have. All right, then with that, I think we're going to dive in. And I record this in 2 parts. So part 1 is, my little button thingy showing on camera there. Oh, well. But part 1 is I record from my teleprompter what's called our hook. And if you've been part of my earlier trainings about YouTube, the hook is essentially like the intro, the thing that like hooks a person in and makes them want to watch the rest of your video. So, and we do have training that's about to release. Is that this week or next week? When is the YouTube training releasing, Nick?
That's next week because I'm prioritizing the content from this stream to go next.
Okay, cool.
Because it's more topical. I don't want it to go too long.
Awesome. All right. Well, then next week you guys will get our YouTube training. So we're going to drop that to the channel. If you don't want to know how to use some of the best persuasion strategies to try to help get your videos watched and clicked on, and all that good stuff, that's coming next week. Anyway. I am going to get started. So let me just make sure my teleprompter is functioning. It is. And so we shall begin. OpenAI just released a new tool called Sora, and it is so powerful that it could literally change how you make money online fast. Now, I believe that Sora is so powerful that it could help you become a millionaire. And I know that sounds crazy, right? But I know this myself firsthand because I'm using strategies like these right now in my own business, and it's doubled my cash flow practically overnight. But here's what makes Sora truly groundbreaking. It's a brand new, beginner-friendly feature. Like in the tool, there's stuff in there that is perfectly suited for someone who is brand new and never used tools like this before. And anyone, no matter how tech challenged you might be, you can use this to start earning serious income right away. So in this video, I'm revealing my personal 6-step AI workflow. It's raking in lots of profits for me, and I'll show you exactly how Sora supercharges each step so that you can do the same thing, but now you can do it twice as fast and with half the hassle that it's taken me to do up until now. So if you want to tap into this AI goldmine before everyone else swarms in, stick around. I'm going to walk you through every step. And if you stick around all the way to the end, I'm going to hand you some copy and paste ChatGPT prompts. These are the things that you feed to ChatGPT that makes this whole process even more profitable. And oh, one more thing before we dive into the content. Towards the end, I'm going to show you a way that will uncover all the prompts and all the techniques that your competitors are using. How'd you like to spy on what other people are doing and what's successful and just copy and paste what they're doing to make your own cool stuff? It's a simple copy paste. You can grab their profitable ideas and make them your own. So ready to jump in? Let's go. Okay, there is my hook. A little long hook, longer than usual, but I think that should still be okay. What do you think, Nick? Was that too long?
No, perfect.
Okay. All right. So here we go. We'll go into the next segment. So for this training, we're going to have, okay, I'll do that again. So Nick, you can come on in just a second here. The note for editor, we'll clip it from here. So in the training, I have very own the channel. Take 2, we'll try that again. During this training, I have our channel's very own producer, Nick, who is going to be joining me. Producer Nick, are you there?
Hey, yes, I'm
There
here.
you are. All right. So we're here live in front of our audience, and producer Nick and I are going to do this training together. So I'm going to talk through the theory and be talking about why and how and the logic behind why you make certain decisions. And Nick is going to be showing you on screen exactly what you click, where you navigate, and how these things work. So it's the two of us together. And we'll start off. I have a slide deck that I want to share. And that deck is right. There we go. And by the way, this deck is available to channel. Here, we'll note for editor. We'll clean that up. And by the way, this deck is available to download absolutely free. All I ask is that you become a subscriber to our totally free newsletter called Ingeniosity. So I'll pop a link to that down below. You can always subscribe and you'll get the full deck, all the resources, all the links, all the stuff contained in my deck, research notes, and whatever else you need to make this work. It'll be yours totally free. Just download the Ingeniosity totally free newsletter. Again, a link down below. You'll see it in either the description or the pinned comment of this video. All right, so producer Nick, maybe we should go this way. You think that's better?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. All right. So again, this is all about Sora, and let's move on to the first segment. And that is, why should you be doing video content in the first place? So what's the whole point of this? Well, Sora helps people make videos, and really awesome ones at that, which you'll see as we go through this. You get to see some examples. We'll make one for you while you're tuning in here, and you'll see just how amazing that these videos really are. But the way you can use this is for creating content of various kinds. So this could be content that you want to release on your YouTube channel. It could be content that you want to release on X or on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, if it's still around after a couple of weeks from now, we'll see, and a bunch of places like that. So you can use it to make really cool organic content that attracts attention, which ultimately gets you visitors to your website and profits, right? But it's not limited to just organic content. The way I'm using it is I'm making ads that I actually spend money, and you don't have to spend a lot. You can spend a small amount of money and get big results. But I'm doing ads using these strategies, and we are cleaning up by using these AI ads, and they're really, really effective. And some examples here. So let's just take a quick look. Here's an example of an AI video. I think this one is, we'll open this in a new, okay, well, I'm gonna fiddling around here to get this link working. Okay, I think I'll just click, there we go. So here's a cool example that they're showing here of a video made in Sora. Pretty cool, right? And so we'll go on and a few more examples. It's a little weird and unusual, but there's some social examples. And you can see they seem to be putting that character in various places. Take a look here. Well, that's kind of cool. I like that. Again, all video generated by Sora. Pretty amazing, cool, right? And a little bit more. I won't show you every one of these examples, but all the examples. Oh, here's an ad that the New York Times made.
Well, no, that's not an ad the New York Times made. This person just put a link to the New York Times in as a prompt, and that's what it made.
Oh, okay. Boy.
Yeah.
So note to editor, we'll recut this. This is a video about the New York Times. And a bunch of examples. You can see all these examples of really cool, whether they're content or whether they're ads. We have other ads here. I think down towards the bottom, we have some examples. I think, okay, this one, there we go. Here's an ad for Coca-Cola, 100% AI. Okay, I better be careful. I don't want to get a copyright strike with the audio on that. All right, so those are some examples. I think this one here, I believe this one's an ad as well.
Yeah, that's Toys R Us.
Okay, so here's Toys R Us. I won't play the audio because, again, I don't want to get a copyright strike on the channel, but gives you an example there. Now, these were all created in Sora, and it makes this really easy. So now, as I've been talking about, we've been using Runway ML quite a lot on the channel for some of our content. And with Sora, it's just a game changer. It is so much easier. Now, producer Nick, you've been using both tools. Like, how much easier is Sora compared to Runway?
Sora's a lot easier. It's I love Runway. I'm not going to say, start using Sora and just abandon Runway. I like both tools. Sora's a lot more intuitive. You can be a complete beginner. You can be an AI noob, a tech noob. Go to Sora.com, get started, and in an afternoon, have one of these ads done by following what we're talking about in this video. Runway ML, it's not as intuitive and requires a little bit, I guess, more, I don't like the word expertise, but a little bit more know-how.
Yeah, it's like a power tool. It's a power tool. But the thing is, for most entrepreneurs who are not familiar with these tools, you can make, and following the training, like we're going to walk you through step by step how someone with no experience can use Sora to make a really high quality ad or organic type content. And so why don't we pull it up? Can we switch over to your screen and let's show some examples? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll show this later. This comes in, I think, what step is it? This is step 4 of the workflow. I won't show it yet. I'll show it in step 4. But Sora has a special feature called Storyboard.
Yeah, well, let's just, first of all, I just want to do here, we'll clean this up. So note for editor, you can clean this up. I just wanted to show a quick overview for this slide of like, what is Sora? And then we'll dive into the steps. Yeah. All
right. So
okay. So yeah, I can see your streaming. There we go. Okay.
All right.
So here, I'll cue you up so the editor has a point to pick up from. Okay. All right. So Nick, let's show them the basics of what Sora is and how it works. And then we'll dive into the exact steps as we keep going on the video.
Yeah. So when you go to Sora.com, the first thing you're going to see basically an explore page showing everything else being made by all the other users of Sora. OpenAI really wants to take the user-generated content from this service, and they really want to distribute it and show it to everyone, basically. And you can see all of the different things people are making. And then, oh, interesting. I realized my StreamYard's overlaying with the, I can move that over here. If you go down here at the bottom, this is the input box where you're going to prompt and get what you want out of Sora. You can do text to video. You can upload an image. You can also do a few other things that aren't in Runway ML. An example would be if you go to a video and you remix it. Like here's an example we could remix. You find a video and you describe what you want remixed or changed about the videos. So these are 2 chickens boxing in the video. So what we can do is change them to something else. Bill, do you have any ideas for what you'd want?
Yeah, ask it if can it add to it? So could we add an eagle as a referee?
Sure. So because Sora is brand new, I don't know 100% the prompting conventions, what the best practices are, but I'll give it my best shot. So I'll say, add an eagle standing by as a referee.
Yeah. Okay.
And then down here, you have the option to choose from subtle, mild, or strong remix. I'm just going to choose strong because I think that's a pretty significant alteration to the original content. So I want to make sure it does it. So let's remix it.
All right. Awesome. And then it takes a few minutes for it to go. What do you notice in your experience? How long typically before you get your finished video back?
I notice it varies depending on how you generate your video. there's a few angles. There's a few different ways you can generate. You can do text to video, image to video. You can even do video to video. I've seen a lot of people talking about that, but I haven't played with it. If you also notice down here, you can choose different qualities. Like it literally tells you right here, to get 1080p quality, it goes 8 times slower. So there's also, yeah. You can also do up to 20 seconds. This also sets it apart from Runway because you could, when you make a clip, you can do max 10 seconds. So you can make a clip that's 20 seconds long. And the feature I'll show later, storyboard, I think that also takes a little bit longer than default. But, oh, wow, that one we just did is ready. It took about 60 seconds.
Let's see how it came out.
Yeah, let's see how it came out. Oh, look at that.
Oh, it put a ref in, but it's not an eagle, huh? Or is it?
Looks like it's like a lizard. Oh, that's so weird.
A lizard ref. Okay.
You know, I actually, let me see. I did a remix before the show. Let me see. Okay. So, let me see. This is the original video I found on the featured page. It's a tiger flying. It's a winged tiger. Down here, I said, I remixed it. I said, change the tiger to a golden retriever. This was the output.
Oh, that's a little weird. He's flying with his tail.
It's a little wonky. Yeah, look at his tail. It's a little wonky.
It's turned his tail into a wing. Yeah. This
was the other variation. Looks like it kind of got it.
Yeah, so that's the other thing is you do have to play around a little bit, and it might take doing a couple of versions to get the video just how you want it. So it isn't always like the first try and you get perfection. You have to sometimes just do a little bit of just try again. And I find that usually in 2, maybe 3 attempts, I get exactly what I want, but it does take a little bit of that.
Yeah, when you're working with AI, it's almost never one shot. You have to usually work with a few variations. I want to show you one more remix. So this other remix I found on the featured page. I didn't make this. So this video right here is a remix. This is the original video. And the remix prompt was make the presenter a goose. And it did. So
I like
cool
that.
example.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, cool. Well, let's move on into the step-by-step process. So we'll come back here to my slide deck, and I'll come back to you in a moment, Nick. So the very first step is to write your script. Okay, so before anything else, you need a script for this ad. What is the whole thing going to be about? Because we are going to have both text and spoken word that goes along with the video that you'll be making. And to do that, we could use OpenAI. So you can use ChatGPT, OpenAI's ChatGPT. You could also use any of the other popular, AIs out there, whether it's Google's Gemini, Facebook has Llama, there's Anthropic with Claude. You have a lot of choices, right? You could go to X and use Grok if you wanted to. There's a bunch of these AI models out there. They'll all work for making scripts. And a bit later, we're going to show you, by the way, we have the prompts that you can use to make your scripts. So we have them. They're just copy and paste ready. We'll share those with you a bit later in the video. So keep on watching and we'll share our prompts on how you create really awesome scripts. But you're looking for about 2 minutes of content. So you want a script that when read by a person reading it, it's going to be about 2 minutes in length. You want it to evoke interest, curiosity. You want to do something unexpected a little bit in that script. And you want to highlight what you can do to help people solve their problems and achieve their goals in reference to whatever you're selling or promoting. You want to highlight that in your script. And again, we have a prompt for this, a couple of them actually. We'll share those with you a little bit later in the video, okay? Also, we got a ton of training on this channel about how to use ChatGPT to write scripts and sales materials and things like that. So check out the channel we have a lot of training on how to do that. Okay, so then step 2, we're actually going to start out with a tool called 11 Labs. So why we're moving to a different tool is because Sora does video, but it does not do audio. So what we want to do is we're going to use a tool, very inexpensive tool called 11 Labs to generate our voice, okay? So we're going to go to 11 Labs. We're going to take our script and we're going to put it in 11 Labs to get your audio, to get the spoken word. And it's just, to be able to use this for like commercial ads, you can spend as little as $5 to get access to this. Okay. And it's really simple. Producer Nick, should we pull up the screen? You want to show them just the interface real quick of how simple it is to do this?
Yeah, sure. All right. There we go. All right, so we'll head over. It's just 11labs.io. Once you log in, set up your account. The lowest paid plan is $5 a month. That's all you need to have commercial rights to the audio. Technically, they say in their TOS, you can have commercial rights on the free plan, but they require that you credit them. So I don't know if that's not necessarily best practices for ad creative. So just bite the bullet, pay for the $5 plan, sign up for 11 Labs. Then once you sign in, you're gonna be on your dashboard and you're gonna see tabs right here. You're gonna pick the one. Well, there's a ton of different features. 11 Labs deserves like an epic 2-hour course that I should probably make and put on the channel, but you don't need to have a comprehensive understanding to get started. All you need to do to get started is to hit the text to speech button, and it works the way it sounds. You type what you want read aloud.
Or copy and paste your script that you're going to get from our prompts that we're going to share with you. You can just copy and paste that right into there.
Yeah. So here, what's an example? A quick 1-sentence example we can make. Subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to the channel. Producer Nick is awesome.
Subscribe to the channel. Producer Nick is awesome. And there's all kinds of features, by the way. There's all kinds of features when it comes to voices in 11 Labs. You can actually clone your own voice.
Well, they have a bunch of them right out of the box that are pretty good. Yeah. So how do you select your voice?
Here. Yeah.
Okay, so you pick it there. Okay, so pick one.
Yeah, let's go with Grandpa Spuds Oxley. All right.
So and I wonder, do you have audio active so we can hear it? We may not be able to hear its output.
That's very important. Audience, did you hear that, by the way?
No.
No.
Here, I'll take over. So yeah. Okay. So note for editor, we can clean this up a little bit, but yeah. So when you share your screen, you can unshare it, but when you share it, you need to share the whole window and then look for a toggle towards the bottom right to turn on audio.
Got it.
You see that?
The share audio box. Window to share. Oh, I have to share a tab. Got it. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's see. So, where'd Grandpa Spuds go? All right. So this is Grandpa Spuds Oxley. Let me know if you can hear that.
Let me tell you what my grandpa told me when I was just.
All right. So let's get him to voice our script.
Subscribe to the channel. Producer Nick is awesome.
I like that. That came out nice.
Yeah, they also have a marketplace. So you can actually make a speech, text to, or make a voice. So there's a text to voice feature. You can just type in the window, describe the voice you want. You know, I want an older Australian male, or, you know, young British female, or however you want to describe the voice. And you can make that voice and then customize it and submit it to a marketplace where other people can use and see your voice. That voice I just use, I think, is not out of the box from 11 Labs. I think it's one of the marketplace voices. So someone else made that.
All right. So you can, point is you have a million choices with voice, and all of the stock ones. You don't have to get into customizing your own voice. The stock ones that come built in are just perfectly, I mean, many of them are just awesome. So don't stress too much about that, and hit that button one more time. Let's hear that once more.
All right.
Hit the play button.
Subscribe to the channel. Producer Nick is awesome.
Okay, good.
I like
Sorry,
that.
I like that. Getting a kick out of that. Okay, so then once they've generated the audio, so they've pasted their script in, they hit the generate button, generate the audio, and then how do you download it?
See this button down here?
Okay.
Just hit that button.
Oh, okay.
Like
simple enough. Click the download button on the bottom right.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to take back over here. We shall continue. Step 3. So I recommend that you put a music track behind your video. And so to do that, we're going to use Udio. And at just udio.com is where you can go to get the background music. Again, Udio is another really simple and easy to use tool. And the paid plans start at $10 a month. So it's not expensive. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Note for editor, you can edit that out. So with Udio, you can make some really awesome music that can, again, for $10, you can go in, spend a month generating a bunch of music that you would like, and you're set. And so it can be very inexpensive. And let's show that really fast. So do you have the Udio interface that we can take a look at?
Let me get it up. All right. There we go. The Udio tab open. So you go to udio.com, and this is what it should look like. It's actually kind of similar to Sora. There's an explore page where you can see all the stuff other people are making and even look at their prompts for inspiration. If you want to make your own song, this is where you go. Up here, here's the text box. And do you have any quick ideas, Bill, for a 30-second
best
song?
practices. I'll share best practices here real quick. So you want to be thinking about your target market and what mind state they're in, regarding what you can help them with, right? So if your products or services or whatever you're promoting is solving a negative problem, you wouldn't want to be like very happy and cheerful with your music. You might want to be, a little bit more subdued, right?
That'd be kind of jarring.
Yeah. If your audience is predominantly male, and especially if they're younger male, you're going to want to go with a little bit more of an edgier sound. So you want to be thinking about the emotional state and what is the emotion that you want to communicate with the music. And so that's a large part of it here. And you can pick the genre based on that too, obviously, right? So if you had, let's say you had a product that was designed for an older female demographic. Well, you're not going to use heavy metal music as a backing track, right? But as an example, let's do something just cheerful and upbeat. So we can say a cheerful and upbeat jingle for a weight loss product. How about that?
Got it. Also, make sure when you make a song, by default, it's going to auto-generate lyrics and sing it for you. That's going to overlap and distract from the 11 Labs tracks that we were working on. So make sure you hit instrumental so there's no lyrics.
Cool. And then we could pick a genre, right? But I think we can also let it pick one, I think. But
yeah, you can pick genres, but if you don't pick genres, it'll just do it by default. So
okay, let's just see what it does. So let's not pick one.
Yep.
All right.
And these generations are usually pretty quick, just like 11 Labs. So it should take under a minute typically.
Cool. Yeah, and it'll generate 2, so you get to pick between the 2 that you like. And then you can just make more. If you're not happy with the first ones you get out, it's just like most of the other AI tools we've talked about. You can just redo it. So you can just literally go back, maybe make some minor modifications to your submission and just make another one. And even if you take the exact same prompt and everything exactly the same and just resubmit it, it's going to make a different version. And you could literally just go back and resubmit the exact same thing over and over again, and you're going to get slightly different versions each time.
Yeah. Also, if you want more control, there's advanced prompt features. They're totally not necessary to make a good song, but if you want more control, you can do things like use another audio file as a part of your prompt. Like how in Sora, you could use an image, you could use an audio file in Udio as inspiration as part of your prompt. This is another thing. I could do a whole 30-minute video on Udio alone. So every one of these tools has their own conventions. Anyway, our songs are ready.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Like disco.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, here, check this one out.
That could work. Yeah, that could work.
I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's UDO.
Yeah, so I wouldn't use disco probably, but that second one, I
No.
think I could see using that in an ad. And then one of the things too is when you put this all together, realize that the backing music is going to be very subdued. You actually can turn the volume way down, so it's just really quiet in the background, not interfering with the rest of the video. That's a important thing and we'll show you that a bit later. We'll show you how it all comes together. So you'll have your voiceover, your audio, and then what we're about to do in Sora, and it'll all come together into one beautiful video. So
yeah, and before we move on, I almost forgot to download. Very simple. Next to a song, there's 3 dots. Just hit download. It's generate video. Interesting. Oh, I see. So you're gonna hit download. Select your file type.
yeah, you want it to be MP3 would be the best choice. Yeah.
There
Cool.
you go.
All right. Well, and I'll take back over on my side and we'll move on. So we now got your voiceover, you've got your music, and now it's time to go over to Sora and make your video. Okay. Now for that, it's just Sora.com. With Sora, one of the things we're going to show you is just how easy this is for beginners. So if you have never used an AI video tool before, no worries. This will be very simple. And so Producer Nick, you want to take back over and show them what to do next?
Yep. Let's see. 1 second. This is a note for editor moment. There we go. All right, back to Sora. Okay. So this is where a really cool feature comes in that Runway ML, and as far as I know, most of the other tools basically don't have, and that's the storyboard feature. So what you're going to do, and I want you to select 20 seconds for your videos. Storyboards are meant to make longer-ish videos with action going on. By the way, I should just go over what each of these buttons means real quick. This is if you want to use an image as inspiration. I forgot to mention the presets. The presets are interesting. They're not necessary for this training, but they're basically different styles you can make your video in. You can even make your own preset. It's almost like custom instructions, if you're familiar with that in ChatGPT. It's like making custom instructions for the style of your video, but we don't need that for this one. Here's where you're going to choose the aspect resolution. So if you're running a YouTube ad, you might want to make it 16:9. If you're running an ad on TikTok, you might want to make it 9:16. We'll just stick with 16:9. Here you're going to choose the quality. Just for speed, I'm going to pick 480p. That's below average quality, but this is just
you wouldn't use that for an ad, I wouldn't think, but for the speed, for the demonstration, I think it's a good choice.
Ad, pick 1080p for your ad. And then these are the number of variations you're going to get out of it. It works kind of like UDO, where it gives you 2 variations to choose from. You can pick 2 or 4. Midjourney, it's kind of like Midjourney. Midjourney does 4 variations. But they work on a credit system. So the more variations you do, the more credits it will use. Anyway, let's head over to
and by the way, talking about credits, what do you need to have? Do you need to pay for an account? What does this come with? Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, there are 2 plans for Sora. Everyone who has a ChatGPT, the $20 plan for ChatGPT, they also get Sora. You get 1,000 credits. That's basically the equivalent of 50 5-second videos every month. And then you could go on their Pro plan that gets you 10,000 credits, which is about 500 of those videos.
Yeah, so I think for most, especially newer entrepreneurs or smaller businesses, it just comes with your ChatGPT subscription, right? So you don't have to, there's nothing new that you have to pay for. So if you already have a ChatGPT subscription, you're already set up. OpenAI hooked you up with Sora. So you're good to go.
Yeah. All right. So storyboard is such an awesome feature. One of the things you might know is like with these other tools, AI text to video sometimes will struggle with motion or action or things happening. So it's kind of hard to have like a consistent storyline. But storyboard makes that really easy.
And how did you get there? Let's look at that one more time. How did you get to storyboard?
Go back. So you're going to go down to the window where, there you go. You just have to have your
first. Is this the first step of making your video? Like where does this go in sequence? Yeah.
Yeah. So first you're going to take your cursor down to the, I guess the input box where you put your prompt, and you're going to select all the settings you want. And then you're going to hit storyboard right here. And storyboard lets you have a sequence of events happen inside of one clip.
So it's like taking a bunch of smaller videos and mashing them together into scenes, right? So think like scenes in a movie as it flips from one scenario to the next and different perspectives. Each one of those is cool.
The problem other tools would have, though, is that they'd be inconsistent. If you take a character, have them do something, you'd have to regenerate a new character and hope the AI tool like makes them look the same. With storyboard, you can have the same character and have them do a sequence of actions. So do you have an example of a 20-second clip you want to storyboard with a character doing something?
Okay. And so how do we make our scenes in this storyboard? How does this work?
Yeah, so you basically, these numbers right here indicate the second position, the time position. So this is 15 seconds in, this is 10 seconds in, and you have cards you can place for when you want the different scenes to happen. So this card right here is going to describe what's happening in the beginning, and then say we want something to happen, 6 seconds in, and then another scene 14 seconds in.
Okay.
And you write what's happening.
Make the video generate. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you give me an example of a story you might want to happen, or some action you might want to see a character do?
A dog barking at the front door.
All right. So we'll have a dog barking at the front door. Let's have someone come in. Let's have someone come in the front door.
Yeah, someone comes in who looks very frustrated and annoyed.
All right. A man comes.
So this is an ad for a dog barking, how to stop your dog from barking course, okay? As an example.
And then how do you want it to end?
The dog sitting obediently at the door with the smiling owner standing next to him.
All right.
Okay.
So those are our scenes. That's the action we want to happen. One thing you can do right here, by the way, is this button here, expand the caption. If you want, you can have Sora generate a brand new prompt for you that might be better than what you put in. So it'll help you be more creative, I suppose. So here we start with a dog barking at the front door, and then Sora rewrites it.
Okay, cool. So if you don't have experience with making really good prompts, you just click that and Sora can recommend how to fix your prompt.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And I've only been playing around with it for basically 48 hours, but from my experience, I'm happy with it. I like the prompts it comes up with. Sometimes I have trouble coming up with good prompts, and this is a good solution. All right.
So now what do we do?
Yeah, so now we're going to place, we have our 3 cards. We want to position them at places that make sense. Sometimes when it's too close, because when you're trying to go from one scene to another, Sora can compensate by doing pretty crazy things and acting pretty dramatically to make sure it happens that fast. So we want to make sure we're spacing them apart at appropriate times so that the scenes can happen without Sora freaking out at you.
Yeah, in your experience, what would you say at this point? How much gap should you have between them?
It depends on the scene, but I generally like about 5 seconds each. So first scene, this is 7 seconds in. This is 15 seconds in. So more than 5 seconds. So let's see what it does.
All right.
All right, so it's in our queue. This is where we'll see the queue, by the way.
Okay.
Here's our history.
Yeah, and now one thing I want to point out is that if we weren't doing this demo live, we would do it obviously in higher resolution, and we would tell it to make multiple versions, so we could pick and choose between them, which would use more credits, and be able to make a really good quality video. But for the demo, we're just doing one variation each, and we're doing it at a lower quality just to be able to do this, because we're recording this video with our live audience. And yeah.
Let's see. I have some scenes saved.
Yeah, did you have one you've made already that we could take a look at?
Let's see.
I saw Roxy there.
Here's one I made that actually, I should have had more time to play around with, but this is just me trying it out. Let's see if we can look at the prompt. So here if you're on the Explore page and you're looking at a video and you click it, you hit see the story. You can see the storyboard right here. So I hit Edit Story. What I wanted to happen was I found this video of a Persian cat running on the hillside. What I wanted to happen was, in the middle of him running, he sprouts wings and flies away. What ended up coming out of it was he just had wings the whole time. But that's an example of something you could do. My intention was to have this Persian cat running down this field.
Oh, look at that. It's turned its front legs into okay. Yeah. I like the one on the left.
My intention was that he sprouts wings mid like gallop, and he just flies away into the sky. Here's the remix I did earlier.
Okay. So how long would it take typically for the finished one that we just did to? Well,
this one just came out, so that should have been about 2 minutes. So let's.
Oh, okay. So how do we watch the video now?
So to see when you make a video, you submit a prompt and it goes into the queue. Oh, what is happening? Okay. When you submit a prompt and it goes into the queue, you're going to see your stuff under your library right here, and you're going to click all videos. And it should be at the top right here. So this is our last video with the dog. So let's see what it got for us. Oh my God. Did you see him morphing?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's crazy. He does look frustrated.
Oh, there he is, being good at the door.
Whoa, did you see that? He morphed. That's crazy. Okay, but you can see.
That's crazy.
Look at the timeline down here. It shows you where the cards are. So where the different scene changes are.
Yeah.
So let's go to the other variation. That should be right here. Whoa. Oh, it did it again. Whoa. Oh, that's crazy. That's trippy. Whoa. That was like 3 times.
He's a were-dog.
Yeah. Oh, that's wild. But yeah,
that is crazy. That's crazy. So
this is why you want multiple variations.
Yeah, here's an example of why you might want to make multiple variations. And again, that idea of needing to experiment to make your, come up with your perfect video. So what we should do, Producer Nick, we won't do it while we're here live, but let's, if you can spend a few minutes after the show and, make a finished one so we can show off what a non-were-dog video looks like.
Yeah. Real quick, what we can do, because OpenAI is really pushing this whole user-generated content. The Explore page with other people's stuff. They really want you to use that as inspiration.
Okay.
And
well, let's get to that in a moment.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that in a moment. Okay. So we're getting ahead of ourselves. So I need to get back to the slide deck and continue on. So a note for editor, you can clean all this up. Let's show off the funny results that came, and then we'll cut to the finished one that Nick created and show everybody what that looks like. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to take back this control for a second, and we'll continue on. Okay.
All right.
So, one thing I would like you to demonstrate. So, when you've finished a video, how do you download it?
Good question.
Oh, you haven't downloaded?
Okay. No. So I'll pretend like I know. I found it out intuitively. That's how intuitive it is. I didn't know, and I played around with it. Anyway.
So you click the 3 dots. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 dots in the upper right corner. Hit download. And what you should know is with the $20 version, it comes with the watermark. You only have the watermark version. And with the $200 a month version, you can download it without the watermark.
Yeah, and the watermark is just a label showing that it was AI generated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, you can see it down here. That's just this down here. In the bottom right corner. Anyway, so hit download. You can also download it as a GIF if you want. But I'm gonna download the video without.
Oh, that's interesting. So you could make some maybe viral memes and stuff with the GIF, downloading it as a GIF image.
Yep.
All
right, cool. There we go.
And the one thing I want to say real quick about the watermarks is I wouldn't be too concerned about that if you guys are worried about releasing content with that watermark on it. The ads that we have been generating have the AI watermark on them, so it's not something that you should be worried about. Yeah. So I'm generating them. I'm releasing them. Some of our stuff has them. Some of it doesn't. Hasn't made any difference that I can tell in terms of our results. Yeah. All right. Anything else on the Sora interface before we go back to the slide deck?
No.
Okay. Cool. So once you have made your video on Sora, there is one last step because we got to pull all of this stuff together. Okay. And again, keep sticking around. We're going to show you not only how you do this, but later on, we're going to share our prompts on how you actually use ChatGPT to generate your scripts. And then we have a special way that you can spy on successful video creators and literally just, I'll say, steal their ideas and make them your own, right? That's maybe oversimplifying it a bit, but you just to find what's working, find what's successful, and just literally grab all their settings, their prompts, and everything. I'll show you how to do that, or producer Nick will, in just a few minutes. So keep watching. But at this point, we're going to take our audio that we have from 11 Labs, which is our voice. We're going to take our music from Udio. We're then going to take the video from Sora. We got 3 parts. We're going to throw them in like a blender into something called CapCut, and it's going to spit out our final product. Okay. And CapCut is another one of those tools that it can have some pretty powerful features, but at the core is very, very simple to use. So producer Nick, do you want to show that?
Yeah, let me share CapCut. All right. So let me do this. All right. So CapCut's really cool. It's a
hide that little sharing thing on the bottom there.
Oh, there. Put this.
You can just click hide, by the way.
There we go. All right. CapCut's cool. There's a free version and a very cheap paid version with some cool AI features, but you don't need the paid version to do this. So you're just going to go to CapCut.com and follow the instructions, set up an account, and download the app to your computer. Once you do that and get into CapCut, you're going to hit New Project. And it works just like any video editor. Here you're going to import all your assets. Oh my God. Whoa, that was my ID and stuff. Anyway, you're going to upload all your assets. Here's some of the assets we made today. And you drag them into the timeline just like any other tool. And usually, the ones we make, they're going to be like 1 to 2 minutes. So we're going to put them all together. But, we didn't make a whole 90-second ad today, so this is all we got.
Yeah. So
But
let's
it's
show.
really
So
simple.
does that have a music track and a voiceover?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we got to pull that separate, right, into a separate line. Okay, so like that.
Yeah.
And then how do you turn the volume of the music down?
Yeah, there's this line in the middle right here. You just
Drag
drag
it.
it.
Okay.
Yep.
So then, can we preview what that how that comes out? So hit play. I want to see what that.
Sure. That's way too loud, so let's make this quieter.
What's the matter?
Oh, I was just saying that's way too loud, so I made it quieter.
Oh, we're not even hearing it. I don't think it's sharing the audio.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me see. Let me fix that. Share screen. There we go. Okay. So we've dropped all of our assets in here, and I put them all together. Let's see how it sounds.
Subscribe to the channel. Producer Nick is awesome.
Obviously, we'd have assets that flow, that actually make sense together. But yeah.
All right, cool. Well, hey, one thing, I want you to take that audio and make a subscribe mini bumper that we can play on the.
You like
on the
that
show.
voice? I like the voice too.
Yeah. I want to take that exact audio and let's turn that into like a little bumper we can play on the show. What do you guys think? Do you like the subscribe? Producer Nick is awesome. So have some fun with that and make a video to go along with it, and then let's actually use that on the show.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. All right, so then here, let's wrap things up. I got still a little bit more to go to wrap this all up. So now we've brought the whole thing together, and we'll show a simple example of what that did in the video, so you can check that out. And then we're going to get traffic to our video and profit. Okay, and then we have some bonuses I'm going to give you in just a moment. But to do that, it's actually pretty simple. You have a couple of choices. So either you're going to go the organic way, which is you're going to take the videos that you're making, like the creativity and all the stuff you've poured into this, you're going to share it on X, you're going to share it on Facebook, on Instagram. If you have a YouTube channel, you're going to share it in those social media places that you have for your business. And if you are not using those, you really need to be. I cannot stress this enough. And it can be a little bit overwhelming to think about doing organic marketing on all of these different places. So I would recommend, if you're just getting started with this and you're not active on these social platforms, to just pick one. Pick one that you are familiar with, the one that you're the most familiar with, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, X, whatever, or here on YouTube. Choose that and start releasing your content and start to get some momentum going and get comfortable with it. And then you can expand to releasing it on others. But I would recommend that, again, if you're just getting started with this, focus on one. And so you should release these cool videos on your Facebook page or wherever you might put them. And then the other thing that you can do is paid ads. And that's what I'm doing to really, the leverage point to really maximize the amount of profit that I'm making from my AI videos is by putting them in social media and then putting an ad on them and paying, whether it's Facebook or X or YouTube, to show that AI ad and help me bring in leads and customers and visitors to my website. Okay. And so I'm not going to do a deep dive on how to place those ads today. That would make this video, like 3 hours long. But that is the biggest leverage point you have, is by spending a little bit. You don't have to spend a lot of money. I have had success with as little as $2 a day on Facebook, for example. But obviously, the more you spend, the faster you're going to get results, the bigger your results will be. So that would be the point, is to put ads on it if you can and leverage that. And then if not, you can use the organic approach, which you're just organically sharing them and then over time building an audience and getting traffic to your business. So that's how you get traffic to your money-making videos. So let's go back to the deck. And we have some bonuses for you. So as promised, there are some bonus prompts. And by the way, they are included in this deck. So when you subscribe to our free, it's totally free. All it costs is your email address and a button click, and you can download this deck. So if you want to be able to copy and paste the prompts and the strategies that I'm about to share with you, just go claim your completely free newsletter subscription. We'll drop a link to that down below. It's our Ingeniosity newsletter, and we release some epic training every Friday that teaches you a new strategy of business building, profit making, and it's totally free. And when you subscribe, you get this deck. So you'll be able to download it and copy and paste all of the prompts that I'm about to show you. All right. So this is the prompts, the set of prompts we use to get our scripts from ChatGPT, okay? And you literally can just copy and paste these into ChatGPT. And so we do a multi-shot prompt. So we actually don't do it all in one, where you just go to ChatGPT and say, hey, write me a script. We do it in multiple steps. The first step is to prime ChatGPT or whatever AI tool you're using, to prime it and let it know what you're trying to accomplish. And for that, you use this prompt. And we'll copy it. And let me see. I think I have ChatGPT. I'm logged in there. Yes. Okay. So we'll do this live here right now. So we're going to paste that in. And you don't have to, this one, you just copy and paste it as is. Okay. And then next is kind of a long prompt. Okay. And we copy the whole thing. And this one takes a little more effort to fill out. So I'm not going to spend 20 minutes filling the whole thing out. But you say what the offer is here. So I'll say how to train your dog to stop barking course. Okay. I'm just making that up as I go. Take the example away. Stop my dog from barking. Okay. Here. I don't know why it doesn't want to delete. Bear with me while I fight with ChatGPT. All right. Anyway, you get the point. You fill it out. You fill out this the prompt. You answer these questions, and then we submit it. Okay. Here, I'm just going to submit it as is. I have no idea what ChatGPT is going to do with that. So you take the time to fill that out, not like I did. Okay. Then after that, we come over here and we ask it to write the hook, which is like the introduction, right? So we copy and paste that. Well, then we'll go step by step through this. The next part of the script is we actually amplify the problems and pain and emotional unhappiness about not solving the problem that we help them with, right? And then here we come up with our grand solution in this prompt here, okay? So again, all of these prompts are available in the deck, and we did a video on this, so you'll be able to check back on the channel and see an in-depth training on how to use these prompts. The video will be here on the channel, and it'll walk you through how to use the prompts in a lot more detail. But they're available to you totally free to download. And then I teased at the beginning an extra special bonus segment. So we have a final bonus that we're going to throw into this video that'll help you a ton. And that's got to do with how to use Sora, because a lot of people, maybe if you've never used a tool like Sora before, you might open up the screen and look at it and it's a blank page. You just don't know what to type. You don't know what to write. You're not sure what to do. It's like writer's block, right? Or the blank page syndrome, where you're just sitting at a blank document trying to come up with an idea. And so there is a trick that we can go and find out what are successful videos and great looking videos. What are they doing and how can we copy them? And to teach us that, we're going to bring our very own producer, Nick, back on. So let's see. Oh, you got to add yourself back into the channel, Nick.
All right. Hey.
Hey. All right. So you ready to show? And make sure you share audio when you show that. Let's show them.
Okay. 1 second. I'm in my co-working space at the moment, and I need to check in to make sure they don't kick me out of this little pod I'm in.
Oh.
I just did that. On my,
okay.
That's on the app. That's what I was doing.
Okay.
All right. All right. So let me share my screen.
Yeah, I see some questions, by the way, so editor, you can clean this up, but in the audience, those asking how to get the deck, if you go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe, you can join Ingeniosity and find out how to download that deck, okay? And in fact, here, I'll pop that. Unless you have it, Nick, let's...
I got it.
Okay.
No, you should get an email. Just follow the instructions to the email, and you should get access to the deck.
All right, cool. All right, now on to the tip.
All right, yeah. And that tip is you can actually steal people's prompts and use them to make your own videos. And to do that, and OpenAI wants you to do this, by the way. They share these prompts publicly so you can just rip them. To do that, go to the Feature tab right here. Pick a video you want to copy or remix. Bill, do you see any videos you like that you want to steal? Do you like this one?
The cat in the kitchen, yeah.
All right. So let's click the cat and let's see what prompt they used. They spelled adorable wrong, but it still figured it out. An adorable, lovely, white and gray patterned cat uses his hand holding baking tools to make I don't know what a chiffon. Do you know what that is? Is that a cake? A chiffon? With creamy color, the background is vintage, European-style bakery shop. Cinematic lighting. All right. So let's take the prompt and just not even... Do you want to change it, or do you just want to use the exact prompt?
Let's make it a black cat.
All right. Lovely black cat. Okay. Let's see what it does. So that's added to our queue. We could have also done that by remixing it. So we can take this video, hit remix, and then say, change the cat, change the white and gray cat to a black cat. You can remix it.
Yeah. Or I like Blake's idea, make it a dog.
You know what? While we're at it, yeah. Change what kind of dog? Do you want to see what it does when we just say dog?
Yeah.
Change the cat to a dog. All right, so we have a queue.
So by the way, while we wait for that, here's chiffon. In the culinary world, the term chiffon refers to light, airy quality imparted to certain types of desserts. Two examples are chiffon cakes and chiffon pies. Refers to a distinctive airy texture.
All right. Any other... I'm sharing my screen again. Any other videos you want to play around with?
Well, so it's really in order to tell how they made the video. It's that simple. So let's look at that again. Let's pick. You
want to pick the penguin?
Pick the people walking on the beach.
All right. Prompt: an elderly couple walking hand in hand along a beach, and that's what they got. Oh, this one's a storyboard.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
Here's the action. So here's the beginning prompt, and you can tell that they use the expand caption feature.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the setting, and then this is what happens. The couple pauses to look at the sunset, taking in the serene beauty of the moment. That's the action. So we can change it. We can change the story. Do you want to make them do something else instead of pausing?
Yeah, so why don't we give does this reference their age? I noticed it made an older couple. Does it reference age anywhere?
Yeah, elderly couple. So you want to change it to young couple?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A young couple. We'll make sure that's the only spot where it says elderly. All right. And then what do you want them to do?
I'll leave it the same. Let's just change it to a young couple and see what the difference is.
Okay. So some of our stuff in the queue is done. So let's go check it out. So this is when we changed the prompt. We just took the prompt they used and changed it from white and gray to black cat. And here's what it did. And there's the other variation. Oh, look, he has like opposable thumbs. And he has two tails. That's crazy. All right. And then here's the remixed version where we just remixed it and said, here's the prompt, change the white and gray cat to a black cat. And I think, Sora's new, so I don't know the prompting conventions. I think I confused it when I said change the white and gray cat to a black cat because it made it look he's white. He's black and white. He's like a tuxedo cat.
Yeah.
Here's where here's the dog.
I like that one.
Yeah. And then here's the young couple.
Oh, look at that. That came out really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally see that the young couple one being used for B-roll in like just footage that you would play underneath a variety of different kinds of videos.
Yeah. I want to.
So I have a question. I have a question for you. So, what if I just scrolled through this list and saw videos I liked? Could I make an entire video of my own just by duplicating and doing what you're doing here?
Oh yeah.
And there's nothing Sora cares about if you do that, it's yours and you use it, right?
Yep.
So for those of you who might be having that block for ideas, this is an amazing way to do it. You could literally just scroll through these, find scenes that you like, do what producer Nick just did, and assemble yourself an entire video. So that is a great idea for those who need that extra inspiration. And I think once you get comfortable and used to doing this, it'll become second nature on how to put these together. Oh, I want a mini panda.
I have an idea to show how the storyboard works.
What's that?
And I want to show how I think because what you can do, the way storyboard works, you can take one of these videos and then using the storyboard feature, take the characters in the video and make them do something. Like I can take this and I can make the dog instead of here's the original storyboard. I can change it so that the dog, he jumps into the water. And here I'll expand the caption.
Okay.
And what I'll do, because sometimes if you don't give it enough time, it won't do it. So I'm gonna make it 10 seconds and space the cards out a little more so we make sure it makes him jump into the water.
Okay. Cool.
All right, one more thing. I'm very excited by this tool. There's a lot I want to show. I made a video. You can give it image prompts. And like I said, there's whole best practices and ways to make them behave the way you want them to behave. I just played around with the image stuff for the first time today. I took my dog, Roxy, and I took her. And then I using storyboard, I made her, she shoots lasers out of her eyes. So here's what it looks like.
That's funny. Actually, when she's staring at me while I'm eating, it feels like she's doing that to me.
That is how it feels, yeah. Okay, let's see if let me go back to, let me go to the top to see if our stuff generated. Oh, that's interesting.
Whoa.
It got, oh, let's see if he does it. Man, this is a dynamic camera.
Whoa, he's a Jesus dog.
Whoa. Oh my God.
It's making me seasick.
Yeah, that's a dynamic camera. Wow.
Yeah.
So not quite what I wanted, but that's how the storyboard feature works.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to take back the screen and wrap this up. All right, so live audience, we're going to go to your questions, and I have the next segment coming up. So note to editor, there's a lot to clean up here, so you can edit what I'm saying out now and clean this up. But for our live audience, we're going to definitely come back, do your questions, all questions you've got about this strategy. So producer Nick and myself will answer them all. And then we still have another segment of training where I'm going to show you how to use Notebook LM to score page one rankings. So we're going to use Google against Google to rank on Google. So we'll show you how to do that. That's our next training segment coming up in just a moment. So, all right. Now for video editor, we'll pick it up here and I'm going to do the wrap up right now. Okay. All right. Well, that wraps the newest release from OpenAI and Sora. We have a lot more training that we're going to be doing on this topic. So you definitely want to hang around and be part of that. So subscribe to the channel. You'll see a subscribe button down below. Tap that subscribe button. Make sure you click the bell icon and tell YouTube you want to be notified because we have more training coming on how to use Sora to make money in your business. There's a lot more that I know producer Nick is very excited to share with you and more that I want to share with you as well. So subscribe, and we have a lot more training coming. And we do training all the time about how to build, grow, and scale your business, whether you're starting your first business for the first time ever, or you're an old pro and you just want to grow your current business. We will got, note for editor, we'll clean this up. Or whether you're an old pro, we have got you covered. We release training on the channel all the time, and we do a live show every Wednesday. So definitely subscribe. You're going to want to do that and come back next time. And if you got value from today's video, tap that thumbs up. And also, I'd like to know, what do you want to do with Sora? Drop them in the comments below and let me know, what kind of a business are you going to promote, or what kind of videos are you going to make? What are you going to do with Sora and the training you just got from us? I would love to hear about it. Let me know, and I'll be down in the comments looking at your answers. And with that, we're going to wrap it up for today. We shall see you next time. Goodbye for now. All right, that's a wrap on that segment. And we're going to come back and do all of your questions in a moment. And before that, we're going to take a very quick commercial break. And then we'll be right back with all of your questions and then our Notebook LM training. So we're going to be doing Notebook LM on how to rank on Google using Notebook LM. All that's coming up next. But first, a quick AI-generated commercial.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
Yeah, fiddling with the buttons. Sorry about that. So we're back. And some of you are back. Some of you are still on an ad break, courtesy of YouTube. So YouTube's doing its ad break. And we will give everybody a moment to get tuned in, and we're going to answer all of your questions. One thing, I noticed a question in the chat, and I want to talk about it again, talk about it really quickly while people are just getting back from our ads. But and that is, how do you get the deck from today and the resources and all of that? And I want to remind you that what we do is we take this training, so the deck you saw me using on my screen, we add more resources and links and anything else, any editing and improving that we need to do, and then we release the deck at the same time we put the published final video on the channel. And so every time we release a new video on the channel, the deck is available to all Ingeniosity subscribers. So there's actually a big index, like a catalog of all of our past episodes. So as soon as we publish this video episode on the channel as an edited video, we also release the deck, and we will email you and remind you how to get access to it. So, and by the way, if you want some of our past decks and past trainings, you can get those too. So if you're not yet a subscriber, go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. I pinned that in the chat comments with this video, so go check that out. That's pushbutton.ai/subscribe. You can subscribe over there. Also, there's something really special I'd like to give you that'll be on the next page, but you'll see that. Pause that while we're here live and you can come back to it. But I have something very special I would like to give you for all Ingeniosity subscribers. And so just go subscribe to Ingeniosity. That's our totally free newsletter. It won't cost you not one red penny. And then you'll get the deck. As soon as the training is released, you'll get the finished and edited deck. It'll also be available for you to download. All of it is free. It's all on me, producer Nick and I. So we work together as a team to release that to you every single week. All right, Nick, you want to come back on and we'll do Q&A.
Let's do it. All right. Let me see. I'm going all the way to the top. Make sure I don't miss anyone.
Yeah, no worries. So you guys let us know if you have any questions, comments, feedback about using Sora to make money with your business, or using Sora to create ads or organic content, or however you're going to use it. Give us all your questions on that segment and we'll take them up now. And then we're going to move on to our next training about scoring page one rankings on Google using Notebook LM. So we'll get to that in just a couple of minutes.
All right. First, I wanted to touch on something. This isn't a question, but a statement from Sissel. And Sissel says, Sora isn't allowed in some countries to get, which is true. Sora is it came out exactly a week ago. It's 1 week old, came out last Wednesday. And right now, I think it's only the USA. I know Europe doesn't have it yet. So it's,
well, I think they're trying to release it globally, but they're running into legal restrictions. So you can blame your politicians. If you don't have it in your country, that means that there is some legal restriction against AI and AI generated video. So I know they're busy working through that with the different countries, and then the European Union, I know, is one of those regions that they need to get through some of the AI and privacy laws before they can release it. So I know that is their stumbling block. So they're releasing it globally, but not to the countries where they have that restriction. So I don't know. I think Canada might also be under that restriction. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I don't know which countries it's in and which it's not, but from the official OpenAI stream, when they were live talking about this release, they mentioned that the countries where there were restrictions, legal restrictions, there was delays in them releasing releasing Sora. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Next.
Yes, from Ageless Gem. This person's mentioning when we were using 11 Labs, they say, can you create a voice in the style of Marilyn Monroe or Lucille Ball? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, you can make it's amazing with 11 Labs, the different, like you know how you do prompting where you ask ChatGPT to do stuff? You can do prompting to get 11 Labs to make a voice. So you could literally say you're looking for that voice from a 50s and 60s starlet, and it could give you that. I've seen some pretty crazy ones too, like people making voices for video games. So they'll describe like a very deep, gravelly voice for an orc, and it comes out and it literally sounds like that character, right? So, yeah. So yeah, I saw people doing that for making video game voices of all kinds of very interesting ones. But yeah, so you can prompt 11 Labs and make any kind of voice you could imagine.
Cool. All right. This one's from Regina. She says, do we need a paid membership with this one, or can we get what's needed with free? Yeah, you do have to be a paying member. You can either be, you sign up for the $20 subscription to ChatGPT, that it comes with it. You get basically 50 uses a month with that. Or if you signed up for the new $200 tier, you get 500 uses a month, basically.
Cool.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think there is a free version.
It's $20 for OpenAI, right? So realize that subscription gets you not only Sora, but ChatGPT. So you get all of the features, the paid features from ChatGPT, and all of the stuff in Sora, all as part of that subscription. Okay, so it's it includes all of those things. And if you already have a ChatGPT subscription, you don't need to buy anything else. You've got what you need. Yeah.
Yeah. And there are some other features you're missing out on. Like we didn't show this, but you can only do video to video with the $200 version. I've seen some crazy things about video to video. It just didn't fit in today's show.
Yeah.
I also think you can only do 5 seconds at a time with the $20 tier.
You mean for each segment in the yeah.
Yeah. I think you can still extend them and blend them together into longer clips, but you only get 5 second increments max.
Yeah, well, one of the things I'll point out too, I see Chris's comment in there as well, Chris, that realize that your video is composed of multiple short scenes, and 5 second scenes are enough. So I know from our own videos that is plenty. Yeah. Cool.
All
what
right.
else we got?
Yes, this is from Regina. She says, so no copyright issue creating Sora videos?
Nope, they're original. Well, debatably original. It depends on your stance with AI and how they trained the AI. But yes, there are. Now, let me say one thing. If you somehow trick Sora into generating copyright characters, well, that's on you, right? So if you somehow, I don't know, they have a lot of restrictions of like if you go there and say, please make a picture of Mickey Mouse fighting against Thor from the Avengers and Marvel Comics, right? They're probably going to pick that up and block that, right? But if you somehow manage to get around that and you get Sora to generate copyright characters, then that's on you, and you could get in trouble for that. But if you're just doing regular old videos, you're not going to run into any copyright troubles.
I know they also they don't want you, like, they're very, what's the word? When I was uploading pictures as part of my image prompts, I had to check a box, and they don't want me to upload like real people, and I make it look like those real people are doing things without their permission. So like, if I uploaded a video of you and I made it look like you were robbing a bank or something, it's basically me. I had to check a box to say I wasn't doing that. So they don't want you to do that, I think. Because remember because they actually teased this technology like a year ago, and they waited till now to actually release it. When they teased it, it was like really controversial. Do you remember that? People were like, they thought they were going to get
every new AI kind of release gets a bunch of controversy, and the media loves to stir the pot and get everybody riled up about AI. But yeah. Cool. All right, let's keep moving. I want to get to the next training, so let's rock on through.
Yes, the blazing marketer. Will the prompts you used / mentioned be included? Yes. You just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. You'll get an email 7 minutes afterwards that will tell you we store it in a website called ClickUp. That's where all the information is. So it'll tell you how to get it. Let's see. So Sissel says, can you use your own photo and use Sora? Yes, I've seen a few people doing that. They just don't want you using other people without their permission. They don't want, yeah. Let's see.
Next up.
Richard says, I thought 11 Labs wouldn't allow you to use celebrity voices.
Yes and no. I mean, I don't know, Nick, if you want to provide any more feedback on that, but.
Yeah, you can make, because they do have the voice cloning feature, but it's just like OpenAI where they want you to like use it responsibly. You can make like look-alike voices. Like someone mentioned they wanted a Marilyn Monroe voice. So that you might run into problems with like literally duplicating Marilyn Monroe's voice to run on your ad, or like a celebrity endorsement, like duplicating Joe Rogan's voice, making it sound like he's endorsing your product. But if you like the style of that person's voice, you can prompt it to make like a stylistically similar voice.
Yeah. Well, and also too, so there's a difference between what they'll allow you to make and then what you are going to legally do with it, right? So you might see it, you probably saw it as an example, our president's ad, right? Now, if I made that ad and I tried to like seriously fake out that like Elon Musk is endorsing my product, I can get in trouble for that. We were able to get the tools to give us those voices and generate that audio. But if I then go and use it irresponsibly, I'm going to get in trouble, right? So, and that trouble could be anything from, Facebook or YouTube getting mad at you to legal trouble. So, but it's more about what you do with that. But in our ad, we're very clearly doing parody. It's funny. It's like not, no reasonable person would think that Obama is officially endorsing our products. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference there. But technically you could get the tools to do all kinds of things. It's what you do with it is then where the legal ramifications come in. Yeah.
All right.
Next question.
RV Andy has a Notebook LM question.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you want to answer it. You're just about to talk about Notebook LM. So you want to save that question for after the Q&A for that specific segment? Or do you want to do it now? Yeah.
Let's hold on to it. We'll do Notebook LM. So hold on to that question.
Okay. I think, okay, Chris says, is there a limit on the number of scenes? Yes. So you get to make, on the $20 plan, you get to make 50 videos a month. And I think for each individual clip, it's 5 seconds a clip. There's features where you can blend multiple clips together and stack multiple clips out. But honestly, for what we're doing with these ads, they're very like fast paced and back to back. 5 minutes, I'm not 5 minutes, 5 seconds is more than sufficient. On the $200 plan, you get 500 generations basically, and you can make clips that are up to 20 seconds long. And then I also think on the $20 a month plan, you're maxed out at 720p, and then for the top tier, you get up to 1080p. Your generations, I believe, are also faster as well. I think, especially right now, Sora is like hot off the press, and there's a lot of demand for it. So some people who are not on the top plan, they're having a lot of lag in their generations. That might go away as it becomes less new, though. All right.
All right,
I think
cool.
that's it.
All right. Well, then I'm busy playing around with Notebook LM here while while you're answering that. So I'm getting myself ready for the next segment. So here, I'll take over. And so our next segment is going to be all about using Notebook LM to score page one rankings in a really, really cool way. And what I'm going to show you is something that you can do with other very expensive paid tools. So to do what I'm about to show you, you would have needed 2, maybe 3 premium, very expensive SEO tools to do this magic that I'm about to show you. So we're going to do this. And by the way, this is training that is not pre-written. I'm delivering it live off the cuff. So we're going to do this on the high wire without a net together. And I'll show you how it works and how to use this for yourself. And again, Notebook LM is free. So this is really awesome. So I'll be showing you this. But before we do that, I'm going to take another very quick commercial break. Then we're going to come back with your training on how to score page one rankings, lots of traffic, and blow up your website in a good way using Notebook LM. So all that's coming up. But before that, we'll do this very quick commercial break, and I'll see you all in just a minute. 25 years of building online businesses, I've discovered that it can be a confusing and overwhelming process. Luckily, I made it through all of that, and I've generated over $100 million in results across all of my companies over the years. But for many entrepreneurs, like you maybe, you might be facing uncertainty, overwhelm, confusion about what to do next to make profit online. Whether you're starting your first business or you might be trying to grow your existing business. And if you would like to get certainty, clarity, and your own roadmap to success, then I'm offering a special one-on-one consultation. This is a one-on-one success session. It is absolutely free. And the reason I'm offering this is because I've found that if you help people understand their roadmap and their path forward, that they'll do business with you when it makes sense. So by showing you and helping you get that clarity, get that certainty, and having your own roadmap to achieve success through online entrepreneurship, I know that if it's a right fit, that you'll do business with me in the future. So I'm willing to offer this totally free to join a member of my team and learn for yourself. And don't worry, there is no high pressure sales tactics here. This is just help to help you succeed. So instead of the high pressure sales, we're going to jump on with you one-on-one. We'll have an interview session to learn a little bit more about you and put together a specific program. We'll do a follow-up call, and you'll be able to join one of my experts, and they're going to help you achieve the clarity that you desire so that you know what to do, so you can make the maximum amount of profits fast for your unique situation. In this session, you're going to uncover exactly what business and marketing strategies are going to unlock the profits that you're looking for. You're going to uncover the best lead generation strategies for existing business owners. So if you've got a business that you want to expand, we're going to cover how to do that. If you're a new business owner, we're going to cover how to start your first successful business. We're going to help you deal with any overwhelm, confusion, or uncertainty on what to do next, which I find for new entrepreneurs is vital. Then we're going to help you figure out what might have gone wrong in the past, because chances are you've probably tried a few things and you might be frustrated with what happened. So we're going to cover what went wrong from past marketing efforts so that you don't make those mistakes again. Then you're going to discover unique methods of affiliate marketing that are not possible anywhere else. Finally, we're going to uncover any issues you might be having with mindset and the way you're approaching and thinking about your business so that you can learn what is the optimum way to get productivity, to stay motivated, to not go into procrastination, and actually get things done in your business. And then, If our push button business building tools are the right solution for you, we will do a personalized live demo for you, and we'll show you how our tools can help you. And if it's a good fit, awesome, we can do some business together. And if not, you come away from the session with some value, knowing exactly what you need to do next. And that helps me achieve my mission in life, which is to help as many entrepreneurs like you as possible. Claim your absolutely free success session by going to the link that you see on the screen below and find exactly how we can help you. And whether or not you choose to do business with me now or sometime in the future, or maybe we don't do business at all, I am happy to be able to help you in your journey as an entrepreneur. I look forward to hearing all about your session. We'll see you next time. All righty, I'm back. Okay, so for the next segment, this is something new. Usually I come prepared, and producer Nick works with me, and we put together a deck and in a very pre-built and pre-selected training. Today, I'm winging it. I'm going to just teach it to you right off the top of my head as we go. So this will be a little bit of a different experiment to see. We'll see how this works, and maybe I'll do some more this way. Now we have people that are probably still on ad break. So I know YouTube was doing an ad break as well. We'll give everybody just a moment to get checked in. But again, the topic of this training, I'm going to be recording it. It will be released on the channel, but the topic is all about using Notebook LM to rank on Google. Okay. All right. I think probably everybody is here. And now, hey, Nick.
What's up?
You think I can do a hook off the top of my head?
You're good at that. I think you can.
Yeah? Okay, I'm going to try. Okay, it's a challenge I've given myself today. All right, so we're going to record the hook. I'm going to do that now. I don't have a teleprompter. I'm just making it up as I go along, and we'll see how that goes. And then let me think. Okay, so one of the things I do in my hooks is a little YouTube lesson, is I want to make sure that I tease some of the future training that I'm going to do. And I want to come up with a bonus that I can give people if they watch to the end of the video. So let me think what that could be. It'll be the prompts. Okay. So producer Nick, one of the things I want to let you know is I'm going to be making prompts as we go. And so I want to release those. We'll put I'm going to have you make a deck after the fact. So you can take what I do, throw it into a deck, take the prompts, and we're going to put those in the deck. Okay.
Got it.
Cool. All right, then I shall begin. Everyone wants to score free traffic from Google, and that is because Google is the king of traffic. And when you score a page one ranking, you get flooded with visitors to your website. And if you do it right, you get buyers and money in your bank account. And that's why we're doing this. We want to make profit. So on today's video, I am going to show you how to use a free tool from Google to score rankings on Google so that you can make money from Google. So we're going to take Google, pit it against Google to score rankings on Google. That is what is in this training session. And when you follow step by step what I'm about to show you, you will score page one rankings and you will get traffic to your website, guaranteed. So stick around all the way to the end. I have some prompts and other resources that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. And when you watch through to the end, I'll explain how you get those. So if you want to know the AI prompts that I'm using to do this, I'll give it all to you. It will be completely free. Just stick around to the end. And let's dive into it, shall we? Okay, so there is my hook. How is that? Is that good enough? Do I need to redo it?
No, sounds good to me.
Okay, well, we'll find out. Well, so we'll be able to measure this and see if the retention. So when people start watching the video, if they see that, if they keep watching afterwards, and that means I did a good job. What do you guys think? Did that hook sound compelling? Would you watch that video if you came across that on YouTube? Let me know. I may re-record it, but I want to hear your opinion. Okay, so now we're going to get into the training itself. Okay. All right, here we go. Now, when you rank on Google, there's something really important that you have to do. First, you need your keyword phrase. What is the keyword that you are going to rank for on the Google search engine? And when you spot that keyword and you've done the research to find out what you want to rank for, you need to understand the search intent. It's called search intent. And this is what Google is very interested in, is what is the person looking for? What is the answer to the question that they're asking Google? And you want to make sure that you can serve that up and deliver that answer. And then the other important thing on how Google will rank websites, it's obviously based on the words that are being used on the page. There's all kinds of really technical jargon and other stuff that you hear about, things like LSI keywords, right? Which stands for latent semantic indexing, which is just a fancy way of saying that the AI is trying to figure out what are the words that an expert uses when they're talking about the topic. So if someone goes to Google and they type in how to stop my dog from barking, what are the words that an expert, somebody with authority, somebody with knowledge, skills, and know-how, what would they say in their content? And Google looks for that. And then based on that, they decide to rank your page. So if you don't know all those phrases, you don't say them just quite right, you don't include them in your page in the right way, you don't rank. Now, up until now, you could pay for very expensive SEO tools to learn what those phrases and what those words and what all the things that you should say are. Not anymore. So with Notebook LM, Google's, it's a tool that they've released not that long ago. It's been around for a while. They keep updating it and putting more and more awesome features. I'm going to show you how to use Notebook LM to find these magic words. And not only that, when Google will rank your site, they're looking for search intent. Are you answering what the user is searching for? And following the strategies that I'm going to show you with Notebook LM, you will answer the search intent. You will pick all of the right words that are being used to rank in Google. You're going to answer all the questions and the frequently asked questions that people might have who are searching for that phrase. And you're going to make an awesome article. You'll literally just copy and paste into your website, and it can rank following all of the industry best practices for SEO. And I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. And first, let's share my screen. And this is Notebook LM. I've done a lot of training on Notebook LM on the channel. It does a bunch of stuff, including helps you make podcasts and audio trainings and all kinds of really awesome stuff. So you can refer to, we have a whole playlist on how to use Notebook LM in your business. But today, we're going to use it for SEO and ranking. So if you go to notebooklm.google, you will come to this page. You will need to be logged into a Google account, but Notebook LM is totally free. You just click on the Try Notebook LM button. You can see here's a bunch of notebooks that I have made in the past. And that's what it looks like. And if you're just doing it, it'll be obviously empty. But what we want to do is we want to just come over here and click the Create New Notebook. And here, what Notebook LM does is it collects sources. So it will take a variety of different kinds of sources, including YouTube videos, website links, text that you can copy and paste, Google Slides, Google Docs, or you can upload files into Google for it to use as a source also. And you can upload PDF, text, audio, and other types of files in order to have it do that. And then what it does is it will study all of these, they call them sources, and you can put a lot of them in here. So what we are going to do is we are going to go to Google, And we are going to search for the phrase that we want to rank for, okay? And a note for editor, you can clean this up as you need to, but I'm here with the live audience, and I literally haven't even thought about what keyword phrase we want to rank for. So let's see, what should we make this? Okay, so for this demo, I'm going to make, let's see, what shall I make this? I'm going to make it be how to stop your dog from barking at strangers at the door. Okay. So let's say I wanted to rank for that keyword phrase. So what we are going to do is we are going to go through the search results, and we're going to open up all of the pages that are ranking. Now, we do not want the paid ones. Like you can see here where it says sponsored there. We do not want the sponsored ones. And here I'm going to move myself just to make this a little easier so you can see the page correctly. But we're going to take all of these links, and I'm just going to open them up. I'm opening them up in the background. Oops, that was a sponsored one. I don't want that. I'm going to open up all the organic ones. Like here's Reddit. I'll open up that one. I'll open up that one. And that one. We can also open up videos. So we'll open up all of these listings. Open up that one. And that one. And that one. And that one. So for this case, you know what? I'll open up all of the organic ones on page one. Okay, so you can see over here on the side, those are all the tabs I've opened, all of the articles, all of the videos.
Hi guys,
and what we're going to do,
today,
I need to turn all these off. There we go. We're going to take all of these and we're going to feed them as sources into Sora. Sorry. We're going to feed them as sources into Notebook LM. Okay. So let's come over here and we're going to add all of these sources. So let's start out. I'm going to take the YouTube videos first. So we're just going to copy the URL and then we're going to go to Notebook LM and we're going to click YouTube. See that? And we'll click the YouTube and paste it in there and hit insert. Okay. So that's going to insert the first source. And you can see it's now studied it. It actually already studied that video. But we're going to add more. We're going to continue. So we're going to click add source and we'll just keep going. So I'm going to take the next video here. So we're going to again copy, go to YouTube and paste. Okay. So and then we're going to, I got one more video to put in here. I want to get all the videos done first. So we'll hit another add source. We're going to say YouTube. We're going to put paste. Okay. Now we're going to go and add the rest of the links. Okay. So we're going to take, there's our one from Reddit. And we're going to come over here and again hit add source. But now instead of hitting YouTube, we're going to click website and paste. Okay. And then we're going to go through it and we're going to do that with all of our links. Okay. So we're going to take that one, add source, we're going to say website, and we're going to paste. Okay. And we'll go through this whole process. Let's see, I don't think I got that one yet. Same thing, add source, website, paste, insert. Okay. So note for editor, you can speed this up, maybe run it in high speed while I finish this up so it's not as boring to the on the video that we add later. Okay, here's another one. Oops, let's get this correctly. Copy. Add source, Finish doing all of these. Got a couple more to go. Bear with me while I get them all loaded up. Yeah. Let's see, did I already load this one? I think I might have. Excuse me, everybody, while I get this finished up. Okay. What's that one? Did I get this one? I'm losing track of which ones I got in here and which ones I didn't. So I might have duplicates. Hopefully not. Let's go there. Okay. Okay, here's the final one. You can add source, website, paste. Okay. Now, for some reason, they go red like this, and they're not able to use them. That's okay. Okay. So if they go red, you can leave them here, or if you click the three dots, you could say remove source, like that if you want to. Okay. It's up to you. It won't hurt if you leave them in there. So now what we have done is we've taken all of the sites, all the pages that Google obviously already thinks. So we have any YouTube videos that it found, right? And also it might find Instagram videos, it might find TikTok videos, whatever it might find. We take them all because Google considers these to be worth it. That Google considers these to be the answer to the search intent of our keyword phrase. Now check this out. All through all of these documents are all the words and phrases and keywords that Google expects to appear on your page. These sites already figured it out. And so now you don't have to, because Notebook LM is going to analyze all of these sources, and it is going to help you write an amazing piece of content. Okay, so it's going to pull all of those sources, and it can help us. You'll see as we go through this, I can use Notebook LM to just straight up ask Google, is there anything that the people searching for this phrase might want to know that these sites didn't talk about? And now we can not only copy all of the successful actions that they have done to rank in Google, but we can add to it and uncover all the holes and missing bits and pieces that they might have missed. And Notebook LM is going to figure all of this out for us and generate our content for us. So let's keep going. So the first prompt I'm going to use is I'm going to first take the keyword phrase like that, and I'm going to go here, and you can actually chat with Notebook LM. There's a lot of things that you can do, but the first thing I want to do is come down here, and I'm going to say, I'd like to create a new article designed to answer the search query and I will share this prompt with you. Everybody who downloads the deck, you can go to Ingeniosity's free newsletter. Go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. Subscribe to that free newsletter. I'll give you all of these prompts, and you'll have access to this plus a bunch of other resources when you subscribe for totally free. Okay. I'd like to write an article, answer the search query, how to stop your can you think of any other topics, information, or questions people with this search intent might have? So now check this out. When I put that in here, we are talking directly to Google. So this tool is using the latest, greatest version of Gemini, which is Google's AI. So we're going to be speaking directly to Google's AI, and we are now asking it, look at all of these sites that ranked on page 1. What are they missing? What should they have? And it's going to tell us. So keep on watching. So we'll submit this. You can see it's thinking. And there we go. So these are the other ways, the intent and the things that people want to have answered and the things that we need to put in our articles in order to outrank even the people that are already ranking. Okay. So now what I can do is I can say, can you analyze all the sources and create an outline for a informative article that answers the search query. Please be sure to use your research above, along with all the relevant keywords, concepts, and questions from the sources. Please keep in mind any any common LSI keywords you see in the original sources and use them throughout your outline. Okay, so now we're asking it to outline an article for us. Okay. And you can see it thinking, doing its thing. Notice I'm not asking it to write me an article that ranks in page 1 on Google. I'm asking it to write an article that answers that search query. But I'm telling it to analyze all the top results and find all of the successful things that they're doing to answer the search intent. Again, notice I'm not asking it to write me something to rank on page 1 of Google. So I'm being that's very intentional on how I'm doing that, because realize that that's what Google ultimately ranks on. It ranks on the words that you're using. Do they answer the search intent? And are they using the phrases and words that an expert would use? And that's what we're interested in. So let's take a look, and we've got our article. So it's outlined an extensive article, okay? And so now I can say, please write a comprehensive article covering this entire outline. And now it's going to write an article. Now realize that the first shot when the article comes back is probably not going to be good enough. I have a series of prompts I'm going to be feeding it to improve that article, okay? Also, realize that Google will often quote sources as it's making content. And I'll show you how that looks in a moment. And so these sources are examples of things that what I would do is I would strip some of the sources out, and others that I think important, I would actually use them and link out towards those sources. I'll show you some examples of that as we continue, okay? So, all right, here we have our article. How to stop your dog from barking at strangers at the door, okay? And there we go. So it's written a basic article, okay? And if we go here, and let's copy this. So see this little copy thing? We can copy it. And what I want to do is I want to go, I think it's wordcounter.com. Let's see. There we go. So there's wordcounter.com. What we can do is we can paste this in here, and let's see how many words it is. So it's 998 words, so which is not too bad, okay? And you can see here as I've pasted it in, it's got our whole article here, okay? And what I would recommend as you go through, and we're going to add to this, okay? We're not going to just use this as our standalone article. So let's come back up here. And now we're going to do this. And we're going to say, can you write a short segment that directly and quickly answers the question and the search intent, but encourages people to continue reading for the in-depth information they need to accomplish it. Okay, so let me just fix that. So what I'm doing here is I want to make a segment that I can copy and paste towards the top of my article. One of the things that I notice is that when you quickly answer the search intent towards the top of your article, Google prefers this. So I'm now asking for it to write this segment for me. And I'm going to literally kind of Frankenstein and copy and paste my article together. So I'm going to take this short segment that we're going to write now. So I'm going to submit this. And also I'm going to say, please write in the first person, okay? Because you want to write from the opinion of an expert or a person who knows what they're doing, okay? Okay, perfect. So it is now giving a direct answer that will literally just copy this. You can also click the copy here, and we're going to assemble that into an article. So I'm just as an example here, I'm at word counter just to count the words. So like right after the first paragraph, I just pasted that in there, okay? So you can see my article has now grown to almost 1,200 words, okay? So the other thing that you can do, if we come back over here to Notebook LM, you'll notice on the right, you see this thing that says FAQ, so frequently asked questions. Let's tap that. And it's generating that. So we're going to give it a moment to finish generating that. But think about this. Oh, there we go. There's the fact. Let's click it. And we have, now we have the top 8 questions that people might ask. The other thing we can do is we can come over here and we can also say, well, first we can convert this to a source. So let's convert that to a source. And it's actually now adding this information back into the source materials. And now we can come over and we can say, please create a comprehensive list of frequently asked questions and answers that help with this search intent, okay? And we're going to submit that, okay? So what we just did is we took these 8 frequently asked questions, they became inserted as an actual source in our document now, and then now we're asking Notebook LM to write an even more comprehensive list, okay? And we have that. So we can also now copy and paste this into our article, okay? So we're going to put that at the very, very end. Paste, okay? So we now have a 1,700 word article, okay, that has the LSI keywords. The words, which again stands for latent semantic indexing, which is a fancy way of saying, what does Google expect people to say who are experts at this topic, okay? And one other thing that we can do is we can modify this a little bit and continue chatting with Notebook LM and improve our content further. Let's say, for example, you feel that you should add another section, and it depends a little bit on on your opinion about what people are looking for. So this is where a little bit of the human guidance comes in for Notebook LM. But let's say you've looked over this article and you feel like there's something missing. And let's say I feel, but for me and my content, that I want to add another section into this article about how to be positive and how to use positive reinforcement to get my dog to stop barking. Let's say I feel like that's missing from this content. Well, we can just go back over here. We're going to go back to Notebook LM, and we're just going to say that. We're going to say, please create practical step-by-step training on how to use positive reinforcement to help answer this search intent. Let's spell practical correctly. I'll fix that. And then we hit the button. And now it's going to do just that. And we have another section that we can copy and paste into our article. Now, there's a lot of variation that you can do from here, and a lot of things that you can add to the prompts that I will be sharing with you, where you can adjust so that you can control the tone, the emotions, and other things about how you want the document written. And let me show you those advanced features now. Okay, so well, here we go. Here's a practical step-by-step training on how to do reinforcement learning. Okay, and we can actually copy that. And again, we could put that in a selective place. Let's say we'll put it above the frequently asked questions. So we're going to put it right there. And there we go. Now we're at 2,500 words of content. Pretty epic article. We also answer the search intent very high in the article. So Google sees that when they send someone there, you give them the answer quickly. But the user can also stay on your page. And if they stay on your page and continue reading that content, Google sees that and they'll reward you for that behavior. So what you don't want to have happen is you don't want to take this article, paste it on your website, and it doesn't help the user. This is by far the most important ranking factor. And you want your content to actually answer the search intent, answer the user, so that they do not hit the back button, go back to Google and keep searching. That's the kiss of death for your content. So we've done that. We've created an article that answers the search intent, uses all the right words. Quickly at the top of the article, the person gets the information they want, but is encouraged to keep reading. And if we do that and we encourage that reading and they do not go back to Google and they just consume our content and then go about their day, Google sees that and they will reward your page. Okay. So this is really, really important. Now, one last thing is I want to show you the little extra feature that a lot of people don't really pay attention to in Notebook LM. In fact, I haven't seen anybody really talk about how to use this correctly. So let's go back into Notebook LM and I want to show you the last little feature that you've got to get right. Now, we've been doing this just stock and standard, just with Notebook LM right out of the gate. But one of the things that you can do is you can modify how Notebook LM is going to be treating your content. And you do that, it's up here in the middle content. See these little like slider bars right there? See where it says configure notebook? If you click that, check this out. You can define your conversational style. You can also choose your response length, okay? Now, I saved this tip for last, but honestly, you should do this first, okay? So this should be the first thing you do as you start working with Notebook LM is adjust these settings. So we can come over here and we can say your conversational style, we can go custom. And we can say something like, please be helpful, cheerful, and speak in the first person please also write at the 6th grade level. Okay. Now you will find that for almost all content, this is the level of grade that you want your writing at. It shocks people when I tell them this, but this is what works. Okay. So you'll have to go with me on this. That writing at the 6th grade level is where it's at. Do not write like you're writing a college essay. Do not try to be fancy. You want to write at the 6th grade level. So we can customize our conversational style. We can also ask it to give us longer responses, which I recommend. And then you save, okay? Now, I showed you that last as the final little tip that I want to make sure you really get. But for you, you'll want to do that first, to do it in reverse order. And so now you have all the makings of a winning page 1 ranking article at your disposal. This does not also replace other SEO strategies, right? So for example, you do need to get links pointing to your website. This doesn't make it so that you don't need links. You still need links to your website. You still need Google to do what's called indexing, where it will crawl your website and rank it. So it doesn't replace some of the standard search engine practices. But when you do what I just showed you and you have some of those basic things done properly, boy, can you rank with this strategy. Because think about it. We're tapping into Google's brain to find out how it scores, ranks, and thinks about content. So when it's thinking about how to rank a piece of content, who better to know that than Google's brain itself? And we now have a chance to tap into that and just use the sites that are already ranking to learn all of this great information. And so do this. I want to know, how does this work out for you? So do me a favor. Don't just watch this video and go about your day and think, oh, that was a cool idea. Go do this. I'd like to see that if you go do this, make an article, put it on your website, and let me know what you think of it. Did the article that you create, does it come out pretty good? Does it answer the search intent? Does it help your readers? Does it help your business? I'd love to know more about what you think about the content that Notebook LM generates for you. Drop in the comments below, and please let me know the results of your Notebook LM article writing experiments. I'd love to hear more about what it does for you and how it all works out. And by the way, subscribe to the channel. So you'll see down below that subscribe button. I'm releasing content like this all the time. We have our live trainings we do every week. Plus, we're releasing other trainings about how to start a business, how to grow your business, how to make more profit, and a lot more. So subscribe to the channel, tap that bell notification, and tell YouTube you want to be notified when we release new content. And finally, if you got value from this, give us that nice thumbs up. We love the likes. It tells YouTube that we did a good job, and I love to see those likes. So feed the like machine. And on that, I look forward to seeing you in one of our next videos. Bye for now. Okay, audience, I'm not going anywhere. We're going to do Q&A. So we're going to answer all your questions about this strategy and anything else. So we're going to do an open Q&A, ask me anything or ask me about this strategy, and look forward to helping you out with that. But before we do, we're going to take a very quick commercial break. I need to rest my voice for about 2 minutes. So now I'm going to come back, answer all of your questions, and I've got some cool stuff I want to share with you in a few minutes. So with that, we'll go to a quick commercial break. I'll see you in just a moment.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business, or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
And I'm back. So we're going to go to your questions. And I forgot YouTube is probably also doing an ad break. So we'll give everybody a moment for that ad break. And let's see here. Sorry, multitasking. So producer Nick, you can come back on, and we'll take the questions.
All right. Yes, I'll start with RV Andes from the last segment. Let's see. So he says, here's what he says. I wasted the regen up in Descript, so I bought the next package. Then the top package. So many edits needed. Is there a better way to edit the script from Notebook LM before you give it to Descript?
That will be a question for you. So that's about the audio editing in 11 Labs, I think, or yeah, I think that's a you question.
Okay. Cool. Okay, good question from Chris. Are you ready?
Yeah. Well, do you know the answer to that?
I don't.
Okay. All right.
I do not know.
Okay, so we'll find out if there's because I think is he just talking about just the way we showed them how to do it? I don't know of another way to do it other than what we taught in that video.
I don't. There's a few things we need with Descript. I guess I need a little bit more. Are you talking about the voice changing?
That's what I think they're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know, I don't know another workflow for the voice changing. If it's not the voice changing, let me know what else it is, but yeah, I at this point in time, I don't. All right. Let's see. Interesting comment from Eli. He says, you can save the chat reply as a note and then add that note as a source. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can put all kinds of things in there as sources. So
yeah. All right, this is a good question from Chris. He says, what you did with Notebook LM, could you not do that with ChatGPT?
Not easily, no. So the beauty of Notebook LM, there's two reasons why I prefer it over ChatGPT. Number one, it's how Google thinks, right? This is Google's AI. This is Gemini. And I'm asking it to give me insights into search intent, right? And so it's going to do a better job than, say, OpenAI, right? So if you're trying to figure out how to, because now there's a whole thing about OpenAI search, by the way. I don't know if you guys followed that or not, but OpenAI just released their own search built into ChatGPT. So if you want to learn how to rank in OpenAI's search, you probably should ask OpenAI, right? But I was targeting today trying to rank in Google. Google is still the king and will be for some time. And so I want to use Google's AI to do that. Number two, it is way more convenient to add sources to a notebook in Notebook LM than it is in OpenAI, right? So technically you could do it as a little more work to get that done, a little more hassle to do that properly, to feed all of that to OpenAI and ChatGPT. But technically, yes, you could do it. It would just be more steps, it would take longer, and you're going to get OpenAI's opinion about what to write, and I want Google's opinion. So that's why I chose Notebook LM. So cool.
All right. And I think we're good.
All right, fantastic. So then, open up to anything. And I would love to see somebody make some articles with this. So I love doing these trainings. It's funny because sometimes we do an awesome training and I can tell that, people think it's great and they're excited about it, but very few people take action. And then every once in a while, there's a video training that we do and a bunch of people do it. I've noticed this for some reason, the Notebook LM training we've been putting out. Have you noticed that, Nick? More people are taking action on that than usual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So any of you who use this to make some articles, I really do. I would love to hear how they come out. So definitely come back and tell me how they come out for you. And yeah, and we got more, by the way. We're going to be doing a training. Fingers crossed. We were trying to do it today, but the feature is so new that it's not in Nick or I's accounts yet. But you can use Notebook LM to literally record a podcast that you get to participate in. So those of you, I know some of you saw some of my Notebook LM podcast training. Now imagine this. Imagine your podcast that Notebook LM is going to make for you is no longer 2 generic AIs. It's 3 people, including you. You get to join the podcast and participate with them as a guest. And so it's like mind blowing. It's really, really amazing. So the feature is so new. It is not in most people's accounts yet. I am, fingers crossed, I should knock on some wood or something that we'll have it by next Wednesday. And if we do, we're going to do training. I'm going to show you exactly how to use this for the maximum marketing impact and the maximum money making impact. But man, it's mind blowing. So you guys, hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll all see that on next Wednesday's training. And more. They have some other releases that we haven't talked about yet either. All right. Any other questions come in?
Yeah. I don't know what this is in reference to. This is from the Blazing Marketer. She says, to waive the setup fee, is that legit? I mean, does Google do that? Do you know what she's referring to?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure what you mean on that one. If you can ask that in a slightly different way, hopefully I can catch on and be able to answer you.
All right. Next question. Chris, he says, are you guys going to do Google training on the new Google Deep Research?
Would you want me to? And if so, anything in particular you want me to cover? We can.
What is that? I actually don't know what that is.
Yeah, I would love to know more perspective from you of like what you'd like to learn about that or how would you like to use it. And then we can absolutely do a deep dive on that. And
okay.
Give me a second here. I got a little distracted.
Okay.
Okay. So any other questions?
All right. Regina says, are you training on Christmas Day? We should we'll open up the presents and do some we'll live stream.
There we go. We'll take the camera in by the Christmas tree and open presents with everybody. We'll do Christmas together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to probably be off for Christmas Day. I've got a question for you, Nick.
Let's hear it.
What do you call a sleeping bull?
What do you call it?
A bulldozer.
That's a good one.
Sometimes when there's a delay before you laugh, I'm never sure. Does that mean did that joke fail or did it succeed? You like that one?
I like that one.
All right. So on the dad joke scale of 0 to 10, where does it score?
Let's take a strong 7, like a 7.7.
A strong 7. Okay, pretty good. Audience, what do you think? What do you think? And okay, I have another question for you, Nick.
All right, let's hear it.
We got 2 in a row. 2 important questions for you. Did you hear about the kidnapping at school?
No.
Don't worry. He woke up.
That's a good one. That's like a light 8. Like an 8.1. Nice.
That made me laugh, so I had to ask it. Okay. All right, back to seriousness. Okay, well, with that, hey, if you want the ultimate list of dad jokes, you should subscribe to Ingeniosity. So those of you who are not yet a subscriber, I'm curious, anybody here on the channel that's here subscribed to the channel that you haven't yet subscribed to Ingeniosity, because it's really good. Producer Nick and I team up every week, and on Fridays, we release an epic training. It usually goes along with some of our video trainings. It does a deep dive and really gives you more insight into how to apply some of the money-making strategies that we teach. And there's a ton of these. So when you join Ingeniosity, you actually are going to get access to a whole library of playbooks. And those are the decks and other information that you see me go over in my videos. You'll be able to download them, any AI prompts that you need to use the training, any other information, resources, all that stuff is available to you. And we release a new one every single Friday to make things awesome for you as you're building your business. It's totally free. There's no charge. And I have a little gift for you, which if you go subscribe at pushbutton.ai/subscribe is where you can get that. Go subscribe there. And I have a little gift. There's going to be a video. You want to pause that video and wait till our stream is over, and then you can go learn about it. But I hope to see you inside that gift. So you'll hear more about that later. So make sure you pause the video and watch it after the stream is over. But yeah, I would love to see you and be part of the Ingeniosity totally free newsletter. And you get lots of goodness. And producer Nick puts a lot of energy into making some really good content for that newsletter. So, and then with that, were there any other questions?
Well, as an answer to this one, this is from Regina. She says, do we need to wait until the Friday newsletter to get the slides/prompts? Would love to dig into this while it's fresh in my mind. What I'm going to do, as soon as this live stream's done, and I'm doing my, my post live stream activities, I'm going to mail the content to all the existing Ingeniosity subscribers. So you should subscribe now so you can get the library. And let's say maybe like 30 minutes. So the live stream's going to end, and I'll, debrief with Bill and organize all my materials, and then I'll send it over.
Cool. Yeah, and there's like a library that you just recently updated it and got it caught up, where everyone can log in. It's behind a login. We're going to give you access. We'll show you how to get it. You log in and you get access to that library, and it's got all of the past playbooks. How many are in there? Do you know?
At least 20 plus.
Okay. Yeah. So other people would charge you for that, but it's free. Just become a subscriber, and then look for that link on how you find the that index page, and it's a whole library of our past playbooks.
All right, I'm trying to help the blazing marketer.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned waiving a setup fee. Google waiving a setup fee, but I'm just not quite sure what she means.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand that. I'm sorry.
I really want to help, but I don't really know where that's coming from.
Yeah, I don't know what setup fee Google is waiving or how that works. It's something that I don't know the answer to, so I don't want to try to guess and make up something, but I don't really know what waiving that setup fee is. Because Notebook LM is just free. Like, there's no setup fee, there's no charges. It's totally free. So sorry we're not able to answer your question very well, but there you go.
Yeah, I see other messages where you mention subscriptions, but there's no Notebook LM is completely free at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe you're referring to another tool. And R5066, I'll drop the help at PushButton line. But
oh yeah, it looks like they need support. Yeah, just reach out to support if you're having you have requests about that. Just email support, help@pushbutton.ai.
Yeah. All right.
All right, cool. Well, I think that wraps us for today's show. So I hope you guys got a lot of value out of what we covered today. And I definitely want to hear about the articles that you make with Notebook LM and what you think of that. Do they come out? I'm a huge fan of it. I think it makes great articles that answer search intent perfectly and that are primed to rank in Google. So I would love to hear what kind of success you have in making these articles. And I want to thank you all for spending some time with us today, especially producer Nick. He works really hard to make the channel and all the content we release. Yeah. And yeah, good job this week.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I think I have a final question before we go.
Okay.
What do you call a pony with a little cough?
What?
A little horse.
That's good. That's good. Strong jokes today. Strong jokes today.
Okay, good. Glad I could serve up the best dad jokes for today. All right, cool. And fantastic. Oh, I see somebody who said they signed up and don't get the Ingeniosity emails. You definitely want to check your spam box. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check your spam box. It comes from Beehive. The Beehive is the tool that we use to send the email. So I think it comes out. It should say Ingeniosity as the sender, and it should also be coming from Beehive. So check your spam folder and dig it out of there. It may also be in the promotions tab if you're in Gmail. Google has gotten absolutely ruthless when it comes to the promotions tab these days. So email marketing, they're definitely making it more and more challenging recently. So they brought that out as a nice Christmas gift just before Black Friday, and they dumped it on the whole world. So yeah, they're making it very hard for commercial businesses to inbox these days.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then anything else before we wrap it?
Nope. That seems like all I could address. So.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll head out on some commercials, and I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Glad that we've been able to help you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. If you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top. Everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video, and the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business. 25 years of building online businesses, I've discovered that it can be a confusing and overwhelming process. Luckily, I made it through all of that, and I've generated over $100 million in results across all of my companies over the years. But for many entrepreneurs, like you maybe, you might be facing uncertainty, overwhelm, confusion about what to do next to make profit online. Whether you're starting your first business or you might be trying to grow your existing business. And if you would like to get certainty, clarity, and your own roadmap to success, then I'm offering a special one-on-one consultation. This is a one-on-one success session. It is absolutely free. And the reason I'm offering this is because I've found that if you help people understand their roadmap and their path forward, that they'll do business with you when it makes sense. So by showing you and helping you get that clarity, get that certainty, and having your own roadmap to achieve success through online entrepreneurship, I know that if it's a right fit, that you'll do business with me in the future. So I'm willing to offer this totally free to join a member of my team and learn for yourself. And don't worry, there is no high pressure sales tactics here. This is just help to help you succeed. So instead of the high pressure sales, we're going to jump on with you one-on-one. We'll have an interview session to learn a little bit more about you and put together a specific program. We'll do a follow-up call and you'll be able to join one of my experts, and they're going to help you achieve the clarity that you desire so that you know what to do so you can make the maximum amount of profits fast for your unique situation. In this session, you're going to uncover exactly what business and marketing strategies are going to unlock the profits that you're looking for. You're going to uncover the best lead generation strategies for existing business owners. So if you've got a business that you want to expand, we're going to cover how to do that. If you're a new business owner, we're going to cover how to start your first successful business. We're going to help you deal with any overwhelm, confusion, or uncertainty on what to do next, which I find for new entrepreneurs is vital. Then we're going to help you figure out what might have gone wrong in the past, because chances are you've probably tried a few things and you might be frustrated with what happened. So we're going to cover what went wrong from past marketing efforts so that you don't make those mistakes again. Then you're going to discover unique methods of affiliate marketing that are not possible anywhere else. Finally, we're going to uncover any issues you might be having with mindset and the way you're approaching and thinking about your business so that you can learn what is the optimum way to get productivity, to stay motivated, to not go into procrastination, and actually get things done in your business. And then, if our push-button business building tools are the right solution for you, we will do a personalized live demo for you, and we'll show you how our tools can help you. And if it's a good fit, awesome, we can do some business together. And if not, you come away from the session with some value, knowing exactly what you need to do next. And that helps me achieve my mission in life, which is to help as many entrepreneurs like you as possible. Claim your absolutely free success session by going to the link that you see on the screen below and find exactly how we can help you. And whether or not you choose to do business with me now or sometime in the future, or maybe we don't do business at all, I am happy to be able to help you in your journey as an entrepreneur. I look forward to hearing all about your session. We'll see you next time.
McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place with AI and a killer spin. Join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business, or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
You who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top. Everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video. And the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business.